Good evening, everyone. How are we all today? Hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining something which is a bit more... It's a lot more recent and a lot more serious, as I like to say. So we've all heard of resident YouTube drama machine, beauty person McGee. Of course, I'm talking about every drama channel ever, but more specifically, I'm talking about the boy himself, James Charles. If you didn't know, and if you didn't, I'm surprised. Recently, James Charles has had some, let's say, allegations against him. That's the best I can really put it as. He has had some allegations against him. I know, what a surprise. It's as if this has happened 3 times, 4 times before, innit? I know, it's really surprising to me. But he has had some allegations recently of grooming. I know, again, for fuck's sake, it seems like he gets into this type of shit every fucking time. But the entire thing behind this is, it's very new, it's very fresh. Currently, James Charles could get in a lot of shit. And I want to explain to you how he could get in a lot of shit and what is going on currently in the world of James Charles-ness and drama and all that, innit? Anyway, let's actually get on with the few bits of evidence that we currently have. Right, so the first thing is that I want to explain a tweet that James Charles himself made. And it's this long fucking text that he put on Twitter. You can go see it for yourself, it does exist. And basically it says, there's a video going around about me on TikTok and Twitter of a guy calling me a groomer, and I want to address it right away. The accusations that I have been groomed, that I have groomed this person is completely false. Last week I came across someone on my Instagram Explore page, saw he followed me and added him on Snapchat. The next morning I woke up with several snaps from this person being excited. I added him back, saying he loved me, and also lewd photos of himself in the shower. I asked how old the guy was right away, and he told me he was 18, so I started flirting back in the excitement of meeting someone I thought could be potentially great. I didn't ask for a copy of his ID or passport. It's now clear, based on the video he uploaded, he was taking photos of me with another device and had ulterior motives. From the beginning, later in the day, he said a few things that made me question the validity of his original age answer, and I asked him to confirm his age. Once again, he admitted he was 16. I told him I was really uncomfortable and apologised for flirting, but he insisted on continuing talking, so saying it could be a little secret. He's a fan of mine and I would never tell anyone. I told him I wasn't okay with this. He started getting upset, and at this point I unfriended him. We haven't spoke since. I'm not victim blaming him or victimising myself either, simply sharing what happened, and what happened was not okay. After false allegations like this in the past, I would never knowingly engage in anyone underage and put my life on the line for a few Snapchats because of situations like this. Instead of taking someone's word for it, I will now ask to see the ID or passport of every guy I have a conversation with. God, that's a mouthful. Holy Christ. But yeah, as you can see, the basic things we are saying here is James Charles did the mistake of not taking someone's ID, and this 16-year-old basically was in it for getting clout and fame and whatever. So that's what we can basically get from that. What's the problem with this? Kids are a fucking manipulative little shits. That's the problem. Kids are manipulative little shits. And you should have just taken his asked for ID right away or the such, instead of saying, this is the problem with the internet. Everyone believes that you can just instantly trust someone. Of course, for some people you can, but if it's just someone you've literally met a few days ago and they ask you, oh, your age, blah blah blah, 18, it's a bit bullshit. So what I recommend is, this is actually a message to anyone out there. If you're overage, you have a legal duty to make sure that you're actually talking to someone of age in your current country. You have a legal duty of talking to someone who is of age in your legal country. That is the basis of it. There's no, in some countries, in some states in the US, they don't care if you weren't told or if the age was lied to you first time. They just care that, boom, on you go, prison. That's the problem with currently James Charles's position. He could go to prison or get some massive fine or whatever else you can get in the US for this type of misconduct. But I want to explain something which, it's an interesting subject. This entire fan YouTuber relationship type thing, or YouTubers going out talking with fans in this type of manner. I agree with talking with fans for a conversation, but if it's stuff like this, I don't recommend it at all. Because, for example, stuff like this could happen. I do not recommend it at all as a YouTuber, or as just anyone who's got big public figure or whatever, or even if you're a small little group of friends. I don't recommend talking with people who are fans of you or who subscribe to you or whatever. I don't recommend that because stuff like this could easily happen. But now I want to take you to another little bit of evidence against James Charles instead of being in favour for him. And it's this little tweet over here by the guy who, quote unquote, got groomed by James Charles. May I mention that all of these are allegations? Nothing is concrete. The only thing concrete so far is that James Charles didn't take ID and the guy is 16. That's all we've got so far. So let's see this. James, we both know I blocked you. You never asked for my age. After I told you I was 16, you proceeded to ask me for nudes and said it didn't matter. You called me hot and said I wish the timeline could speed up so you could be 18. Is there any evidence of this? No, there is currently no evidence of it. There is no evidence that James Charles said that. Yes, this could be a fabrication, so it's an allegation. I am not saying that ever happened. I'm saying that there's allegations against him. And the entire problem is, they moved this to Snapchat, or they did this on Snapchat. I don't know much about Snapchat, but I'm guessing that if messages are deleted, they will be deleted forever, practically. But they keep a save data on their cloud system or their servers or whatever. And that's the big problem with this. I don't really think that James Charles knew what he was getting into. But then again, there's hundreds of other things saying that he knew he was getting into and blah blah blah. But the thing is, let's look at this little video clip of what's actually going on. And this is basically the main title for the tweet. For those who don't believe the age thing, this was me messaging my BSF, best friend I'm guessing, who I told at the time about it. He was asking me to send him pictures of my body right after me telling him I was 16. Hope this clears things up. Right, first of all, I'm not going to believe that James Charles said about this entire type of, oh, I did it for blank reason, or he said that, oh, give me nudes, even after he said he was 16. I'm not going to believe that until we have concrete evidence. If we have evidence, I'm going to believe it. But the problem with, the big problem with this is that I personally don't believe everything that comes out of DMs or whatever, or on a video or whatever. Because things can be edited, Alt F12, no, fucking F12'd, things can be edited in Photoshop. So, everything on the internet when it regards to information and such, or even evidence, I'd say take a bit of a grain of salt with every bit of evidence you read online. Because it can easily be Alt F12'd or even put into Photoshop or GIMP or whatever, or even Paint even. Well, yeah, let's watch this little video about what basically this guy is saying about what happened with James Charles and nudes and being 16 and such.
So one of my Snapchat videos want to send. So basically what I said like an hour ago was that I get what you're saying, it makes sense. I'm not going to make any big steps yet, I'm just going to kind of wait it out to see what goes on from here. Even though he already did it. If he asks for something again, then that's when I'll consider it. But if not, then... But he still did it, like that's the only problem. I don't know. We just have to talk about it more.
Right, so that's the video. In my opinion, it doesn't really make much sense on why he posted it. Some people can see that it did make sense on why he posted it, but that's to them, not to me. If you can decipher it, please tell me. I don't really get it. But there has been recently another bit of evidence coming out against James Charles. Not related, well, it is related to this entire situation, but it is a big step. It is a big, like, I don't know how to describe it. It is pretty big what they are accusing James Charles of, and this person as well. So let's read it. I am a current member of James Charles's management team and genuinely believe that the following statement is in the public interest. Around 1 month, I witnessed James Charles and a few trusted members of his management team discuss ways to improve James's declining relevance on social media. I heard James say that a good way to improve his relevance is to hire someone with a decent social media following to make a public allegation of grooming. It is my honest belief that the grooming story commented on by James on February 26, 2021 is complete hoax designed and executed by James Charles. Now that's a big allegation. Do I believe it so far? Is there any evidence for it? No. It's just this, oh, I heard James Charles say it. Anyone can come out and make a statement like that. Until we get evidence of who they are or the such, or if they actually have proper evidence of this, I'll believe it. I'll say, right, fair enough. You have proper evidence. You have a lot of evidence here to say that yes, what you're saying is true. But the problem is, there is no evidence of him saying any of this, and it's just complete allegation. But I just want to drop that in just to remind you all that this is also something out there. This is a possibility. It's not confirmed. Again, I want to stress on you all, this is an allegation. All of these are allegations. Nothing is concrete so far, apart from James didn't ask for ID, and even that is apparently flimsy, because apparently all of that was fabricated in the first place. So in a way, every single bit of information so far is in an allegation. There are many things conflicting things, there are many things going for things, there's many things in favour of different things. My opinion is we'll have to wait for more information in the coming and following days. I'll probably make a follow-up video just in case any more evidence comes out. But the entire fact of James Charles, this has been 3 times he's done this, technically. And he should have really figured out the second time, right, I should ask for ID and passports, and actually probably not have passports because that's a bit sketchy, in my opinion. Don't ask for the passport. Hell, I wouldn't even ask for ID, but you need to if you're an adult. That's your entire thing. You have to, if you don't want to get in a lot of shit later on in your life. But yeah, that's the entire situation of what's going on with James Charles. And yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did like it, please leave a like. And if you disliked it, leave a dislike. Ring the bell. Get the little subscribe button on your little screen and click it. Remember, in this video, 1 like equals 1 bit of evidence towards this entire allegation. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you on the next video, whenever that is. So yeah, I'll catch you all then.